What do you do when you just overate the night before, or you just overate the meal before? What do you do at this point? This is all you do. Don't eat until all your food is gone. And wait a little longer extra, just to go ahead and get back on track. So, your body's got all this extra food. It's getting to work. So if you were to go ahead and eat after 3 hours or 4 hours, your food's not gone yet. Why would you do that? It doesn't make any logical sense. When we don't overeat and we're following a certain framework, we're eating at whatever times throughout the day that you're eating, you're used to eating at it. It's great to follow that structure. And also at the same time, listen to your body. A lot of times, if our activity changes throughout the day, then we may not need the same amount of food and also at the same time, However, overeating is a little bit different. When you overeat, you throw those structures out the door and you follow that one simple structure, which is you stop eating until all the food is gone, no matter how long it takes. Because you could have overeaten food that takes so long to break down because it was a lot of processed foods, a lot of sugaring, thick, heavy, who knows? Use your stomach, the feeling in your stomach as the way to gauge. So this is how you know. If you want, you can do the gut check. Simple way to do it. You breathe out all of your air. So you take a deep breath in, breathe out all the air. At this point, suck in your stomach. So it doesn't have to be like this total vacuum, right? You can just kind of suck it in. And then you poke. Okay, how's it feeling? Right? If you feel like there are still a lot of food and you can feel it, wait a little longer. Okay, wait until all of it is gone. And then now that your stomach is empty, now, if you want to do a little bonus, go a little longer. Wait another 2-3 hours until you get to a starving point, and then that hunger starts to come down. Because that part, what happens there is your body is regulating now. Regulating where it's gonna go ahead and take the energy. That's when it starts to burn fat. So you can go from overeating to fat burning. Just like that. Simply by just not eating. Now, somebody may think, well, Mike, I'm trying to build a lot of muscle. What would I do if I was to do this? Would I be burning muscle? Would my body go into catabolic, right? That means it's eating its tissues. If you do this too long, yes, that will eventually happen. However, our body is designed to be very smart, okay, much smarter than we are. There are billions of processes happening all the time. And nor you or I know what's really going on in there, but our body knows. So our body is very smart. It's not gonna just go ahead and deteriorate itself just because. So our body has a good window for that. If we just overate and now our body's completely empty, and waiting 3 hours will not turn our body into a catabolic cycle of breaking down muscle. We're not gonna lose muscle, okay? Very important to remember. Our body will go ahead and naturally start to break down the fat. So that means you just overate. But instead of just sitting around and going, well, I'm super tired, I'm just gonna go ahead and let this food slowly process. Get up, go do something active. Now, because you have a lot of food in your stomach, you're not gonna be able to really do much jumping. Number one, cut that out, okay? Jumping will hurt your stomach, okay? Really bad for your digestion to be jumping around when you have food in your stomach. General movement, however, is okay. Now, general movement is up to how you feel, up to your fitness level, okay? My general movement might be different than your general movement, may be different from someone else's. So, being active in general, okay, allows your body to process the food faster. So last thing you want to do is eat, get totally stuffed, and sit on the couch, turn on the TV, or just go to sleep. That is probably the worst thing that you can do. And that is the fastest way for your body to store that into body fat, okay? So by far, do not do that. Go for a walk, go and do something active. Okay, sometimes a lot of this may happen during lunch. If this happens during lunch, even a simple 10-minute walk, just a little 10-minute walk, a little 10-minute activity, doing something really easy can really help speed up that digestion process. Okay. Now, if this happens in dinner and you are tired, you fall asleep, because this is what happens when you overeat. Next morning you wake up, your stomach is still full. Skip breakfast, probably skip lunch. Just keep skipping until you have no food left in your stomach. Okay. So what can you drink? Hot teas, no sugars, great, cool. All right. Black coffee, no sugars, no creams, no extra calories. Okay. Black coffee doesn't have much calories, if not any. So it's okay. You don't want to add any more for your body to have to break down. Right. So your body will process this, but you don't want to have extra macros, extra fats, extra calories, extra carbs, extra sugars, extra proteins, extra anything. Okay. So those two things, and anything along the lines of that. Juices? No. Okay. No sweets. Now, what about non-sweet juices? Same thing. No. Even though they're super healthy for you, but right now you are in the process of breaking down everything in your body. And to summarize this video, your two main go-tos. Okay. Number one, don't eat until all the food is gone from your stomach. And then a little bonus is to wait another 3 hours after you became empty. Because now you go from overeating to just burning a little extra body fat, just in case you stored it a little bit. Okay. Number two, do something active immediately after you overate. All right, guys, so that's it. Hope this tip helps you next time you overeat.